All right, it's starting to get hairy now. Parrish, Florida, 7:45 p.m. Sunday. Starting to get real. Ooh, I can smell the Milorganite in the lawn though. Damn, baby. Ooh, I love the smell in the air though. Smells good. Oh, there goes the power. Yep, power just went out in the neighborhood. Try to stand up here on the porch. So we've come through Irma. Power is back on. Today is Tuesday, September 12th. So September 11th, which was the day after the storm, we were without power all day. And I was a little tired from the events that happened during the hurricane. Some of you may have caught that on my Snapchat. Anyway, the only damage we have is this foxtail, and it was kind of struggling before the storm, so I'm not so sure about this little gal. I really love her too, so hopefully she'll make it. These guys didn't have time to root, see that? So we're gonna have to rebury them. These all got pushed down from the wind. Look at that. Pretty crazy, but generator did great. Had power going to my neighbors over there to take care of him. And then I had one running here. This goes to my other neighbor over there to take care of him. So we powered 3 houses with my generator because, just so you guys know, domination is a lot more than just lawns. If I control the power source for the neighbors, then I also control their beer fridges. Just remember that. Now that we got her right and split open.
What's up, y'all? I'm Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut. Thanks for coming back for yet another week. I'm here in my garage and I'm wearing my sunglasses and I'm wearing my hat backwards because that kind of talks about some of the reactions that I got after my World Lawn review last week. I mean, for the most part, that review was positive. But man, I got some that are telling me I was like a scumbag and I was dishonest. I should send the thing back to World Lawn Crazy. So seriously, I've been super transparent with you guys since almost the beginning about the fact that I'm a dirtbag. I've never hidden that from you. Never. Again, I mean, I appreciate the feedback. I seriously do. That's why I'm mentioning it right now in the video. I just never expected that. So anyway, let's talk about what we're gonna do with World Lawn, and then we're gonna get on with this video, which is gonna give you multiple tips. I mean, I am giving you multiple dirtbag. Anyway, so a lot of you did say that I should send it back to World Lawn, but guys, I'm not gonna do that. It's 500 pounds. It came on pallets with all kinds of stuff around it, and I'd have to drain the gas, and who knows. However, another thing that a bunch of you said is that I should sell it and then use the money to do a giveaway. I thought that was kind of a good idea. And then a bunch of you, I think the majority of you from what I can tell, said no, sell it, use the money then to reinvest in getting other mowers that we can review in the future. The other thing about it is I don't have a way to transport this beast. I mean, you guys know me, I'll throw anything in the backseat of my hybrid sedan, but this, just a little bit too heavy for me to do that, and I don't know if it would fit anyway, but I would try if I could. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and sell it, and I'm gonna use some of the money to go ahead and get another mower to review, and then I'm gonna use the rest of the money to fund a giveaway for you guys. Well, as far as we're going to talk about today is I already showed you some Hurricane Irma cleanup stuff I had here. It wasn't a big deal, but actually now that it's been a couple weeks since the storm, it's manifesting itself, the damages, and actually my areca palms took quite a bit of damage, and I've got to prune those out. And what that's going to give me a chance to do is have a little fun talking about pruners, because over the years I've used quite a few. So we're going to talk about the Coronas, the Felcos. I'm going to talk a little bit about the sheets here, and then these that I've been using. So we're going to have a good time with that. And no, that's not sponsored at all, not one little bit. I actually just have an addiction to hand pruners. There's two things that I have an addiction to that I buy like every time I see one. It's tape measures. I think I probably have like 15 or 16 tape measures in this garage and I can never find one. And hand pruners, I probably have 9 or 10 pairs of hand pruners, not including the ones back there in this garage. But again, I can never find them, so I always have to buy new ones. Also then, I was in the Midwest this week. I was actually over by Naperville, Illinois, and I wanted to show you some clips of some things that I saw there that kind of surprised me. So I'm over here by Naperville, Illinois. So check it out. It's been really, like, this is dormant grass. This is late September. This stuff should be so green right now from all the rain, but it's been like super dry. And these right here, these are honey locusts, and they're already starting to get ready to leaf drop. That's from lack of water. They're just dropping their leaves early. I didn't realize it was such a low rain year. Look at this. This is in the shade too. Whenever honey locusts drop their leaves early, that means really low moisture year. Pretty crazy. This is fine fescue, by the way. Look at that. Just completely, just droughted out. It's like hay. So I'm over here at my final day over by my office here in Naperville. Check out what's going on. I'm getting me some nice scents off of the fert coming off of that truck right there. Look at this guy, green drop. Let's check out what he's got going on back in his, whoa, he's got a lot of rig cans. Got him a blower. What's he using? 3304. He's putting down a full pound, I bet. 3 pounds per 1,000. He's got a badass ride on too. Oh, look at that bad boy. Permagreen, I think, actually. Permagreen, maybe. I've been out of the business for a while, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a permagreen. Speaking of that, a lot of people don't realize, but you do get a second pop of dandelions a lot of times in the fall. This is nutsedge right here. Nutsedge, dandelion, plantain right there. So I'm at a company outing over here, but I think it's time that we take a look at this grass out here, because you guys in the Midwest, I didn't realize how dry your year has been. It's crazy. So this being a public park, I'm gonna assume that there's a lot of sports played here. This is an interesting one, because a lot of times people say, well, I see brown spots, but a lot of times it can be from foot traffic. So what you wanna do to eliminate, you know, is this from foot traffic or mechanical damage, or is this something to do with the lawn itself, is look for patterns that are regular, because disease patterns don't happen in straight lines like that. So this is definitely from some sort of sporting activity that's been happening here. Or then again, it could be from aliens. You never know. Cheers. Red Solo cup. I mean, you see what we're doing to the grass out here, Joe. This is not right. Look at this.
I told them.
Look at that. That's horrible. It's my boss. I never realized, and I don't know if this is the entire Midwest or not, but I never realized that you guys lacked for that much rain. Your summer must have been much more harsh than I thought, because there's no way that this late in September that these lawns should be this brown and dormant right now. all of those leaves already changing and falling, that means that the trees are also lacking water. Man, that is a bad sign. Haven't cut yet today. Look how beautiful that is. So here's the deal. If you've been aerating and that's the conditions you're in, I'm not sure you're pulling good plugs or cores at all, actually. So I'd be interested to have a few of you tell me if you've tried to aerate or did you have to pre-water heavily. Now, if you've been irrigating, you're probably fine, but if you haven't been, you're not out of summer dormancy yet, and you're gonna have issues. You're gonna run into a weather window problem, like if you're still waiting for rain to help to come in, and then you're gonna aerate and overseed, you're gonna run into the winter weather window getting you. So you may think about skipping the seed this year and just do the aeration and the milo on top and go ahead and skip the seed when things do finally come out of this Indian summer that you guys are having. Now, another thing that can happen when you have these extended heat spells, and you have to understand, it was like 94 degrees when I was in Naperville this week, which didn't bother me because down here, our 94 is, like 104, but either way, 94 degrees this late in September, something's not right there with the weather. So insect damage and insect damage windows can be extended, especially sod webworm. They can get an extra generation in years like this. So really be mindful of moths coming up when you're walking. Those are the adults, which means the larvae are coming soon to follow. So you may want to do an application of bifenthrin. And then the other thing to think about, is the fact that I'm gonna predict that you guys are gonna have a really, really rough winter up there. Whenever I've seen late Indian summers like this, and really, an Indian summer to me is one where you do get a cooling off for a week or two, and then it warms back up. This seems like it just constantly went right out of summer. That's really bad. Again, you're not gonna probably have much of a leaf change this year for your fall color. Sorry about that. I don't know how it is up in Wisconsin, but that's really where the best leaf color is. But Illinois, Indiana, I don't know what you're gonna see this year. But the other thing is, again, I'm predicting a pretty harsh winter, so get those snow blowers tuned up and ready to go, my friends. Thank you, baby.
You want some probiotics today?
Some probiotics, yeah. Crumbled sausage. I mean, you guys know that I do demand this kind of service, being who I am. It's part of my douchebag self. It's wheatgrass. All lawn care nuts drink wheatgrass. Come on, it's natural. Tastes good, actually. A little lemon in there. Oh. Anyway, we're also going to talk about some fall lawn tips here for the South, and especially me after the hurricane. Like, everything's washed away. So the big one though is I got insect problems. I don't know if this is the case, but after big storms, if insect problems rage worse, it kind of makes sense just logically that could be a thing, right? Because there's a lot of moisture around. Maybe they breed in the water. I don't know. But I got attacked by fire ants last night. So I want to try to find them. They're kind of interesting, they can avoid floods by making rafts and stuff. It's a really, fire ants are really cool, but they're actually very dangerous. So you can see, alert here, this is a little gross, but that's where I got it last night. It's still festering even. I know it's kind of gross, right? There's another one there. So they're no joke. And then I'm also getting bit by no-see-ums. They have a different bite structure. I got a freaking fly in my face right now. Let's see if this stuff works. Come here, fly. Hey, fly. Hey, fly, you want a zag nut? You guys get that joke? Hey, fly, you want a zag nut? This stuff smells good, the snow gnats.
Why are you spraying on your face, Al?
Is it okay that I sprayed it in my face?
Close your eyes.
It smells woodsy.
It smells woodsy.
This is from a no-see-um right here. Anyway, so I wanted to get sprayed up because I want to take you out here and show you the no-see-ums, so that way you guys can identify those when they're in your lawn. So you got to look really carefully. Really, really, really carefully. I'm just kidding, guys. You can't see them. That's why they're called no-see-ums. Anyway, that's where we're at. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my breakfast here, and then I am going to head out and enjoy my mow, because that's the favorite thing that I have to do all weekend. And then I'll keep on filming, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. And by the way, before I go out to enjoy my mow, this look right here, this is okay. King of Queens made this look okay. It's not a douchebag look. Always remember, pro tips. Okay, it's a little windy, so I'm gonna film here in the garage. All right, so I finished mowing. Beautiful, just loved it. nice and sweaty. And now, before I edge and weed whack, I'm gonna go ahead and put down my insect control. That way, when I go ahead and blow to do my final cleanup, it all just kind of gets blown in together and all that. So here's what I'm using. Not a sponsor or anything, it's just what I got at the store because this is gonna work fine for me and it was cheap. And actually, somebody told me they found it even cheaper at Walmart. I think I paid 10 bucks a bag or something for this. But either way, you can see labeled insects and all that. The 3-month protection, we've talked about this before, is not on all of these guys, but it is on the ones that I mostly care about. And by the way, this is bifenthrin. This is what used to be called Tall Star. This is just, it's my favorite all-around insect control. Been around for a long time, highly proven, works well. So we're not gonna go too crazy on this label here, but what I'm looking for here are the ants, 3-month control on the ants, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna put a little something extra on that area where I found them, but ants are gonna give me 3 months control. And then chinch bugs. This is because I'm seeing moths flying up, and I don't know if it's from chinch bugs or what it's from, but anytime I see moths flying up, it tells me there's larvae in the ground. That might, do some damage to me. It could also be army worms or cutworms or some other kind of thing like that, but either way, that's the damaging insect I'm worried about. And then I'm also concerned about no-see-ums, which I don't really know what that falls under, but I guarantee this will kill them. You can see here our application rates on lawns. Here we go. For season-long 3-month control, 4 pounds of product for every 1,000 square foot. So 4 pounds per 1,000 is the top rate. This is a 20-pound bag, so if I'm at 4 pounds per 1,000, this will cover 5,000 square feet, and that's exactly why I got 2 bags. I'm at 12,000, so we'll go a little lighter in a couple spots, but pretty close. Yep. Hopefully that'll clean them off. I think we're safe. These ants in the back. That ought to be enough. Now you guys are gonna realize I'm not wearing proper PPE through any of this, but you definitely should when you do this, okay? So you wear PPE for sure, and I will 90% of the time. I'm in a little bit of a hurry today. Where you at, boys? I know where you are. You're underneath that sprinkler's where you are. Yeah, here they come. They're over here. Here they come. Marching to their deaths. How's that feel, boys and girls? Huh? Coming up the backside. Dang it. They're back here too. This problem is bigger than I thought. Look at them. Look at them on me. It's a much bigger problem than I thought. Stem's way out in here. That's all right. We got more for you.
They got me on my ankle pretty good. Man, this might make more of a saga. Might have some epic battles with the ants here, but I keep getting these phantom bites now because it's throbbing where they got me. Anyway, we want to lightly mist this in just to activate it. Doesn't take a lot. I am still going to spread this across the lawn evenly, but I just want to get a little bit extra where I knew they were at there.